Hi everybody. So this is a random update. My period has not come and today is cycle day 67. Last cycle was 66 days. I've had no signs of my period showing up and of course I'm not thrilled. So, I went ahead and took a pregnancy test on Sunday and it was negative. So I have one more pregnancy test that I'm going to take tomorrow, and after that, of course, assuming that it comes out negative, which I'm pretty sure it will, I have decided to completely forego even calling my doctor because I know he's going to put me on Provera and I don't want those side effects. I spent an entire year on Provera at one point and it was awful and just not happy. So, and of course, ironically, you know, most of you gals on here, I'm seeing you guys talking about Provera in your videos and how much you hate the side effects, so you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, there are some natural home remedies to get your period going, your cycle going, and I've always, it's not that I've been kind of iffy about it, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I knew they were there, I just never thought to try them because at some point, you know, your period's got to show up, and most people put a lot of faith in the chemical stuff. So, I mean, but after all the crap that I've been through, I'm starting to have more faith in the natural remedies than the chemical remedies. So, one of the biggest ways that women try to induce their own period is by using parsley. This is some parsley that I bought from the exchange earlier today. But basically what you do, you can use tea, but the recipe that I see calls for water. You boil water, basically, and then you lower it to where it's just hot, it's not boiling, and you add the parsley leaves. And then you let it steep, simmer, sit, whatever, for 30 minutes, and then you strain it, and then you drink it. And if you don't like the taste, it says that you can add honey or something, you know, of the like to it. I think that's why some people mix it with tea, is so that it doesn't taste so blah. But you're supposed to drink it 4 times a day to induce a period within the next couple of days. I did post about it on Cafe Mom. I did post about it on soulsisters.net, and all the responses that I got were pretty much positive about it. There were a couple of women that said they had tried it and nothing happened. But more of the women said that they've done it before, or that they know someone who's done it and it's worked for them. So, you know, I'm just going to try it because there's no harm in trying it. It's not, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we will see what happens with that, I guess. And while I was at the exchange, I also went ahead and bought cinnamon. Powdered cinnamon, ground cinnamon actually. And the reason why I bought this, I've been knowing about it for a while, but I've never really acted on it, you know. But I figured, you know, while I was buying the parsley, I may as well just go ahead and try this. But it has been proven, studies medically and everything, it has been proven that for type 2 diabetics and also women with PCOS who have insulin resistance, well, the study was on type 2 diabetics, but same thing, insulin resistance. They took a half of a tablespoon, I believe, of ground cinnamon every single day, and all of them, their insulin resistance, their glucose levels and everything lowered anywhere from 18 to up to 30%. So I wanted to go ahead and try it, because I mean, it's, you know, you just take a little bit a day. I mean, it's not, once again, I'm not losing anything. There was a warning though that, well, I've seen warnings that if you are taking metformin, you need to be conscious of how much of this you're taking. They do make cinnamon tablets, by the way, at Walmart. I just grabbed the powder because I can mix it with my food or drink. I can put it in my tea, whatever. But there was a warning that if you're taking metformin, you need to be conscious about how much of this you are taking because you don't want to go into hypoglycemic shock. I'm not taking that much metformin. I'm on a single dose of 500 milligrams a day up until July, you know, so I can go ahead and do this. I could take like maybe 2 teaspoons a day. But there was one woman who's on 1,500 milligrams of metformin, and she's taking 2 of the 500 milligram cinnamon tablets per day, and nothing's wrong with her. So, honestly, if you worry about it, you can ask your doctor. I'm just going to stick with, you know, the teaspoons. So yeah, I mean, and they're probably going to take me, they could take me off of metformin, or they can up my dosage, I don't know yet, but I have a doctor's appointment that I need to make, actually, in July. I'm hoping to actually have it made sometime between like the 1st and the 3rd, because I have a client that is due, and I'm supposed to be driving up to stay with her on the 10th, and she's actually in Mississippi. She's in Mississippi at the border of Tennessee. So I'm going to be driving up there to stay with her around July 10th-ish, and I'll probably be staying with her for about a week and a half. So I'm really wanting to get the doctor's appointment out of the way. I don't want them to have to interfere with it at all. So, yeah, so I'm just gonna do the cinnamon, I'm gonna do the parsley trick, and I guess we'll see how that works. Oh, it's hot in here. Okay. What did I want to show you guys? Oh, these little booklets. I'm noticing everybody's starting to pop them out. Woo! But, almost everybody keeps a little diary or a day planner with all of their cycle days listed in it, with all of their, you know, little symptoms and whatnot and things that they've taken for the day in them. So I thought I would pull mine out and show you guys. Right now I'm using this one. This is just a regular daily planner, and I chart down my cycle days and all of my symptoms and stuff in it. But the very first one that I ever had was this one, and it's the Essential Fertility Log by Suzanne Scholzberg. And this one was just like a godsend. It was a blessing. Let me show you guys. Like, they have week 1, and you can see Monday and then Tuesday and then Wednesday and Thursday, and it just goes on, and then it goes week 2, week 3, and you basically, you put the dates, you put your goals for that week, you put in symptoms that you're having, what date it is, you can put in your cycle day, if you're taking a prenatal supplement, anything that you're taking, symptoms, if you've exercised for the day, you put in how much you exercise, if you did something for relaxation, you put that in there, and it also comes with handy little charts in the back for temping, you know, BBT, basal body temping. Of course, I didn't do that because my first half a year of trying to conceive, I did the body temping, and none of my doctors could read it because it was going up, down, up, down, up, down. But we'll get to that in a minute. So after I bought that one, I went ahead and bought the Fertility Journal, which I believe was actually by First Response, the people who make the pregnancy test and the home fertility test I talked about in my last video. And they're pretty much the same thing, it's just more girly, but you fill it out every day, and they have journal stuff that you can fill out in here. And then from there, I moved on to this. So, let me move on to the basal body temping chart real quick, because I'm running out of time. I had a really crappy time with it. My temperatures were going up, down, up, down, up, down, and they were always a high temperature, like 97.1, I think, was the main one. That was the first temp I ever got the first time I started trying. So, one of my friends went ahead and put me on OvuSoft, or she gave me the link for the OvuSoft software that's used on iVillage, and it's actually really cute, but she basically challenged me to try temping all over again, because she also has PCOS, and it works for her. The difference is, she and I both have PCOS, but both of our cycles are extremely, extremely different, and I told her this, but she's challenging me, so I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. And I guess we'll just see how that works, because it kind of sucked the first time. But that's pretty much my update. I'm running out of time. I have less than 30 seconds, so I'm just going to tell everybody good luck. There you go.